Hey, what is up? Hashtag Salamence Squad. It is Trainer Craigo here, and I was gonna make a little video about this. Pokemon has a problem. So, realistically, it boils down to being a scalper and a buyer problem, and I'm sure a lot of you have been experiencing this recently. But first and foremost, scalpers have reached a level, especially with the new coming set, prismatic evolutions, that we haven't seen since there were fist fights in like Targets breaking out for product over 2020. People are trying to sell ETB cases right now for over $1,000, and I think on TCG Player, a single ETB is going for $106 at minimum, which is just crazy. Those, I believe, should be retailing, if they're the special edition like holiday ones, they should be retailing at about $50, and that means the wholesale is probably about $20 to $25 for these. And people are trying to sell them for 4x wholesale and 2x retail, which is just insane right now. I mean, it's going to be a huge set. There's a lot of chase cards, but buying it in hordes to sell it at an upmarket price really just ruins the entire hobby for everybody else. Like, whether you're a collector or you're somebody who wants to play the game, you're not going to be able to open product just casually. You need to buy early, buy a lot, and basically predict how trends are going to work in the market, which shouldn't really be what a card game is about. The other problem is that buyers are buying simply just to hold. They're not even going to open the product. They don't care. Not everything has to be held on to. For example, I have some, base set booster packs that are sealed. I know to hold on to these just because they're light. I don't know what I want to do with them yet. But even if I were to sell them, the price of a light pack currently is more than what I paid for these packs when I bought them. I think I bought each of them for about $425 because I was buying them in art sets to be opened and weighed them and opened the heavy ones. And all the light ones probably sell for anywhere between $325 and $350. So I could grade them. They come back tens, then they're like $1,000, but that's a grading cost and everything there. So I just like having them in a box for now. But that's like something to hold on to. That's never going to be reprinted. People are trying to buy sets now simply just to hold on to them. We've seen a lot more sealed product come out and prices booming for those since the pandemic, but that's mainly for older stuff like Wizards of the Coast to Black and White has had a big jump. But people are trying to do this with any new big popular set. For example, like Evolving Skies has had crazy inflation over the past few years. Yeah, there's a lot of great chase cards and everything, and of course they're not printing it anymore, so that makes sense. But now people are trying to do that with Surging Sparks and the upcoming Prismatic Evolutions. It just doesn't really make sense. They're just hoarding product. That's why there's so much more modern product in the market, and like mid-tier product, if that makes sense. People are buying a lot of Sword and Shield sets just to sit on them. So we're gonna see like prices really won't go up as many people think that they will. For example, I've been holding on to a Primal Clash booster box and a Celestial Storm booster box, both of which I just bought at when those sets came out, and I just kept them. Just didn't really want to open them, and I was just like, we'll see what happens. Like Primal Clash is almost 10 years old, and that set is like just now reaching maybe $1,000. I think like Evolving Skies still might be more for a sealed booster box than that, which is crazy, because it's a 15-year-old set. So it's weird to see that some sets are just exploding like that and others aren't. But now people are trying to gamble with that with almost everything. Shrouded Fable, for example, did not do so hot. There's plenty of it on the market. Nobody really wants it because there was only really like one chase card. But that's why we're going to see a huge spike in packs like Surging Sparks. You go to retail shops, you might be able to get lucky, but if you're going to card shops, you're going to be paying double, triple what a pack costs just to get one, which sucks. And even on retailer websites, it's going to be hard to get packs. So really, it's these people buying in hordes just to upsell or to just sit on it, which kind of sucks. Surging Sparks and soon to be Prismatic Evolutions is going to be sold out basically forever until Pokemon prints more products, because people that buy it up are just going to try to sit on it until the market increases to a price that they're happy with. I mean, cases for that are already going for $1,300. Maybe if you're lucky, you can get them for like $1,150. but that's still almost $200 a booster box before you're gonna open it, or if you were gonna sell it, like as a retail shop, as a card shop, which I've started working at a card shop recently. We would have to buy boxes at 200 a piece and sell them at like 300. It just doesn't make sense anymore. It's crazy, and people are just hoarding Pokemon cards, and it kind of sucks. And it's more annoying as a collector and somebody who likes to open it, because I just don't get the experience to open as many anymore because the price is so expensive. I'll probably try to find some prismatic evolutions, but like $100 for 10 packs is crazy right now. And I don't get the opportunity to open like a couple hundred packs like I've been doing for the past few sets for you guys, and that really stinks. I do have some terrestrial festival coming. I did manage to get a decent price on that, but that's coming probably towards the end of this year. But I mean, at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want as a player, a collector, a buyer, a seller. Personally, for me, I just like to buy and open for the most part and give myself and you guys a fun experience. But it's becoming a lot more difficult and a lot more expensive to match the pace of a lot of these large scale buyers and scalpers. So videos are fewer and far between, which is unfortunate. So I have been doing more shorts recently, kind of showcasing my slabs that I have over the years. But yeah, it might just mean that opening videos might be a little bit slower, and it might be more graded cards and things that are already in the collection. So let me know what you think about that. I always want to do videos where I can. If it just becomes increasingly more expensive, I'll just have to kind of go to some less expensive sets to showcase. I mean, Obsidian Flame still has some really cool cards in it that I want to chase down. I love Stellar Crown and Temporal Forces, so maybe those are going to be more of the openings that we see until Surging Sparks gets like a reprint. And I'll try my best to get my hands on new product as I can. It's just unfortunate that I won't be able to open it in the quantity that I really want to really show off like pull rates and stuff. I love the chance to open, 2 booster boxes worth of cards, or a booster box worth of cards, or 100 packs. But it's just getting increasingly harder to do so. But thank you guys for understanding. We're still on a goal to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If we manage to do that before the end of the year or on New Year's, I will open a base set heavy pack, guaranteed. So we'll be pulling an insane holo from 1999 with the chance to be the Charizard, one of the big 3. I've never actually opened a base set pack on this channel. I've had packs open for me in the past, and I've opened my own. I think the closest we got was like first edition Fossil or first edition Jungle, something like that. But a base set pack would be really cool, and especially if it's heavy, so we know we're guaranteed something. But yeah, let me know what you guys think as buyers, sellers, collectors, or players, like where you think Pokemon can make some changes. Do they need to print more? Do they need to limit like buying orders? How are we really going to get around this huge influx of prices? And what are we going to do to combat it? We can just sit there and not buy it from people until they lower the prices, but unfortunately a lot of people are going to buy at those prices. So let me know what you think the answer is. I don't think there's a clear answer. Hopefully it just starts to get better. I thought we were trending that way, and then we had some really banger sets that just kind of push us back to, it feels like 2020, 2021 again, where you can't find product anywhere. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.